copy and paste. Jesus, 57 gig. What's going on, people? My name is Ricardo and welcome back to the MR Life YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing something a little bit different actually. For those of you that don't know, I've been playing football since I was born and I have a real passion for it. A couple of seasons ago, I bought a pair of Adidas F50s. Now, for those that know about football will know what boots they are, but for those that don't, here is a picture to show you what I have. I know, they're leery, right? Pink and blue Adidas F50s, and they are the Hyperframe version, so the top level ones. But nowadays, I don't really want a bright boot, so in this video, you're going to see me do a Blackout Project on the Adidas F50s. Now, I've decided to keep the sole of the boot pink, but I want to transform the boots into a black set of boots with pink laces and white Adidas stripes. Let's check out how I've done this. For the first stage of the project, I've set myself up with a pen, some scissors, some tissue paper and a white piece of electrical tape. As you can see, I've stuck the white electrical tape to the boot and I'm using my pen to draw over the lines on the boot. I then peel away the tape from the boot, attach it to the tissue paper and use the scissors to cut around the lines to make a neat stripe. The white electrical tape can be purchased at any hardware store and it costs just a couple of pounds. I then stick the stripe onto the boot so that it looks like it's almost attached to the boot. Make sure that you put the tape on carefully and also make it secure because you don't want paint to leak on the stripes underneath. Once this is done, repeat the process for the other 5 stripes on boot number 1. This part was quite time consuming, but obviously it's something that had to be done because I wanted to show the Adidas stripes in the final product. Once I'd done all of the stripes, I then went round the base of the sole because I wanted to keep it pink. This was also very tricky, but paying attention to detail and taking my time, I worked my way around the boot, making sure that no pink part of the sole was visible. I would cut the tape at points so that it would stick down correctly, as you see here. And then work my way around the rest of the boot until I'd got back to the beginning. It was then a matter of covering up the base of the sole properly and also the studs so that if any black spray paint leaked, it wouldn't go onto the base of the sole. You can see that I dropped the tissue a couple of times, which was quite annoying. After putting all of the white tape on the base of the boot, I actually quite liked how the boot looked. I then repeated the entire process for the second boot, paying particular attention to the 6 stripes on the main part of the boot and also the detail around the sole so that no paint leaked, as previously mentioned. Now that I had covered all required parts of the boot with the white electrical tape, we could move on to stage 2. Let's go out to the garden. So the first thing I'd done was put some newspaper inside the boots to protect the inside. So I've set up out in the garden on a nice sheet to protect the patio surface, and I have some black vinyl paint, and I also have some waterproofing spray to use in stage 3. I then sprayed the paint over the boots evenly, roughly between 20 and 30 centimeters from the boot, and made sure that there was nothing pink visible. I didn't want to spray too much spray paint on for layer 1 because there was going to be 3 coats. I applied the same technique to the second boot and made sure that there was no pink parts visible on this boot as well. I then left both boots to dry for about 50 minutes. Coat number 2, I decided to put some gloves on because spray paint had gone over my hands during coat number 1. I done the same technique as I did in coat number 1 and just made sure that the paint was spread evenly on both boots and that no paint leaked. I then waited a further 50 minutes for the second coat to dry. The third coat, I done the same process again and put the boots to the side and left them to dry for another 50 minutes. So in total, you're looking at about 3 hours drying time. After the third 50-minute period, it was now time for stage 3, where we would apply the waterproofing spray to protect the boot from water and various other substances. I also applied 3 coats of the waterproofing spray, but only left 15 minutes between each coat. I then went on to leave the boots to dry for around 5 hours, which then brought me on to the final stage, which was the untaping part of the boots. The first part of this final stage was to carefully remove each of the Adidas stripes from the boots. I wanted to make sure that I didn't peel away any paint that wanted to stay on the boot, and to be honest with you, I was quite impressed with how it looked when I first peeled the first 3 stripes off of the boot. I continued to do this on the other side of boot number 1 and then applied the same technique when I was peeling them off of boot number 2, and in all honesty, I really was impressed with that. The next part was to carefully remove the tape from the base layer of the boot, revealing the pink underbase, which I wanted to keep. This bit was a little bit more tricky, and I made sure that I was careful when I went around the edges of the boot where the black met the pink. I have to be honest that I was really impressed with the outcome of this, and I'm hoping that these boots stay in tip-top shape. They look a lot newer than they was when I first started the project, as you would have seen. Maybe I will contact some professional footballers and find out if they would be interested in potentially wearing these boots. Or if anybody on the channel is interested in purchasing them from me, drop me a comment in the comment section below and I will consider some options. The final part was putting the pink laces back into the boot. And finally posing for the camera. Success. So people, that's a wrap on the F50 Adizero Blackout project. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's something slightly different to my normal style of videos, but hey, we all like trying new things occasionally, and I really enjoyed doing this one today. Please like, share and subscribe below if you haven't already, and I would also be very interested to hear some of the projects you guys have done. Let me know if you've ever done a blackout project on any of your own football boots. Let me know what football boots you currently own. I recently bought a a pair of the new Tiempo Legends that Nike have released, and honestly they are super comfortable. I'm really enjoying them. I'm not too sure whether I'll actually wear these F50s that I've recently just upgraded, but they might go on the shelf or I might sell them. So if you're interested in potentially buying them, let me know in the comments also. But until next time guys, peace, love, and most importantly, take care. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.